The U.S. House Task Force investigating the first assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump released a new report today. It includes excerpts of testimony from local police officers who provided firsthand accounts of the lack of communication and security failures at the Butler, Pennsylvania rally. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales joins us now with the latest. Erik.
Good evening, Tracy. Yes, the new report contains nearly 24 interviews with local law enforcement authorities and thousands of pages of documents reviewed by the committee. The findings put more pressure on the leadership of the U.S. Secret Service to make significant changes beginning at the top. Task force members in charge of the investigation said the common theme was a lack of communication by the Secret Service.
There were some enormous gaps that you've mentioned in terms of people texting information to each other rather than using the radio, in terms of people not even knowing that there were two command centers. There were huge gaps, and there were also some gaps, frankly, in kind of culture and people being relatively lax in the way that they communicated with one another.
Besides inadequate planning and coordination, the bipartisan task force report also found the local sniper team had a narrow field of vision and were not positioned in the right places. As for the shooter, Matthew Crooks, law enforcement were slow to share information on the escalating threat. And new information, the report states a local law enforcement officer shot at Crooks prior to the sniper firing the deadly shot, but missed. The autopsy shows Crooks died from a single shot, which entered through his upper lip and exited through his neck from a long-range sniper fire. And Crooks never used a ladder to climb on the roof. Law enforcement placed it there after the shooting.
This tragedy, the very real threat to democracy of our nation, escaped that day. I think we realized it was entirely preventable. But because of failures by the Secret Service, the shooting was not prevented.
The final report from the task force is due out December 13th. It will also include findings from the second assassination attempt on the former president at his Florida golf course. The committee has yet to announce if a second public hearing will be held. At the Capitol, Erik Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.